Hi, we're here to estimate square root numbers. First, we're going to talk about just a review of how to read a number line. What if I wanted to determine what the value of this point is? I know it is between 1 and 2. I know it is greater than 1 and less than 2. So it's 1 in some fractional amount. To determine the fraction, we see how far away it is out of the total distance between 1 and 2. It is 2 units away from 1 out of the total 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units that are 1 and 2 are divided up into. So it is 1 and 2/6 of the way. This point is 1 and 2/6. This would be 1 and 3/6, 1 and 4/6, 1 and 5/6. We're going to use that understanding to estimate irrational values. I have the steps for estimating written here. We're going to estimate the square root of 20 as our first example. So our goal is to figure out a tenths place decimal that represents the value of the square root of 20. So first step, place the number on the square root number line. The square root number line is a number line made up of square roots. So square root 1, square root 2, square root 3, square root 4. Where does the square root 20 fall? Between what two perfect squares? This is why you need to know your perfect squares. It's a little more than the square root of 16. It is less than the square root of 25, which means its value is greater than 4, but less than 5. So it's 4 point something. We're going to figure out what that something is by using that same strategy of what fraction of the way is it between 16 and 25. So first let's ask ourselves, how far away from the square root of 16 is the square root of 20? It is, we can subtract and get 4, it is 4 away. Out of the total distance between the square root of 16 and the square root of 25. Again, we can subtract and see that the square root of 16 and square root of 25 are 9 away. So our mixed number would be 4 and 4/9. But we were asked to convert it to a tenths place decimal. So we're going to take 4 and 4/9 and we are going to change 4/9 to a decimal. To convert a fraction to a decimal, we divide. Top dog goes in the house. So 4 is being divided by 9. Add a decimal and a 0. 9 times 4 is 36. Subtract. I get 4. Bring down a 0. 9 goes into 44 times. This is going to repeat. All I really need to do is divide to 2 places so that I can then round to the nearest tenth. What would this be rounded to the nearest tenth? If it's 0.44, I would not round up because this is not 5 or more, so it would just be 0.4. One might think we're finished. We have a tenths place decimal. But our last step is to multiply to verify that that is the tenths place decimal that gets me closest to 20. So square root means something times itself. We are saying 4.4 times 4.4 is our approximate value. So let's multiply. 4.4 times 4.4. Two digits in the decimal. So 18.16. Well, 18.16 is less than the square root of 20. So the square root of 18.16 is equal to 4.4. We want to get closer to 20. We don't know if we could get closer to 20. Since we're below 20, we should move up a tenth to see if we could get closer. So let's try 4.5. 4.5 times 4.5. So 0.25 away Whereas this was over 1 unit, over 1 away. This is much closer to the square root of 20. So the nearest tenths place decimal is 4.5. So we would say the estimate for the square root of 20 is 4.5.